Oh, who invited you to a party?
The Jonas Brothers.
Excuse me?
We actually got to film a Samsung commercial.
Kind of look more like an 80s stripper or go-go dancer. I'm not abusive, but... Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chris
and Clay
vlog. And happy holidays, it's Christmas time and holiday season, isn't it?
It's Christmas time in the city.
It is. It has been a minute. We've heard your requests, we've seen the DMs, the comments, the emails asking where the vlog has been.
We listened and we just wanted to catch you up on what we've been up to this whole year. A quick thank you to everybody who has sent us stuff to our P.O. box. Y'all are the sweetest for sending us all those thoughtful gifts.
Thank you all so much. This video is going to be a blast. We're so excited to get back.
But before we get started, check this out.
Really quick, before we dive into our epic video, I wanted to take a second to send you some love. Clay does too. We love you so much, and we know there's a lot going on in our world and in our country, and when you pay attention to all that, you can feel overwhelmed and helpless. Wanting to get involved and not knowing how or the best way to do it is so common. And just know that we love you all so much. And if you do want to get involved and make a difference, I'm really happy to report it's actually super simple if you do it through Act Blue. Organizations like the Human Rights Campaign are out there doing such amazing and really important work. They're fighting anti-LGBTQIA hate in our country. And by searching for organizations like theirs and donating directly to them through Act Blue, you can make a huge difference, and that feels so good. You can also even start up your own fundraising campaign via their platform in just a few easy steps. It's a secure way to support your favorite candidates and causes, and you do it in just a few easy steps. This platform allows for anyone to amplify their voice and have an impact on the causes they care about the most. So go create an Act Blue Express account right now and start making a difference today. It feels good. So it is December, almost 2024 when we're filming this. It doesn't matter when you're watching it, as long as you're enjoying it. What have we been up to in 2023?
So many things. Let's start at the very top.
It's a very good place to start.
In January, our friend Abby made her Broadway debut in Hamilton, and that was really special to get to. Chris got to see her in the show on her opening night, and we got to celebrate with her, which was very exciting. That was right at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Also, our friends moved from Australia at the end of last year, and we got to go to our friend Tobias's book signing, which was really exciting to get to support another friend. I know these are not things we did, but things our friends did, but we're proud of our friends.
Yeah, for sure. Our friends are our world, you know? Yeah. So besides being each other's world, our friends are so important to us. So getting to support both Abby and Tobias in January was so special. It's always fun to get to see your friends have their dreams come true. Whenever your own dreams come true, sharing it with people is what makes it so special, right? So yeah, that was really nice.
Moving on to February, we got to do a spot on the New York One channel featuring the Museum of Broadway, which was so fun. We got to walk around the museum. They had a tour guide with us, and they were filming some content with us. It was a lot of fun and cool to one, be asked to do that, but two, to get to see everything and get the behind the scenes scoop on everything with our tour guide.
Yeah, the Museum of Broadway is really cool. It's relatively new. It's been open about a year here in New York City. It's in Times Square, so it's really close to all the Broadway theaters. They have different sections for each Broadway show or different decades of Broadway. It's awesome. Can't recommend it highly enough. We've had it, not sponsored, we just loved it. We've gone 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah.
And yeah, that TV special on New York One, they walked through with Donna McKechnie, who was the original Cassie in Chorus Line. I think Cheetah Rivera, who was iconic as the original Anita in West Side Story, original. And us too. It was crazy. We were so honored to be there. So thank you, New York One, for having us.
Yeah.
And go check out the Museum of Broadway next time you're in New York.
Truly. If you like Broadway, if you are a performer, if you have any curiosity about what happens backstage or what happens to put a show together, check it out, because it has something for everybody, from costumes to stage managers. It has all of that breakdown in the museum. It's really fun.
There's also set models that show you how the set looks in miniature form and what things look like backstage. Is awesome. So go check out the Museum of Broadway. Highly recommend.
And then later that month, we got to go down to Disney. Shocker, it was our first time ever.
This is a very Disney-filled year. I mean, we're in front of our Disney Christmas tree, in front of our Disney gingerbread Mickey Mouse that our friend Kevin got us.
And in front of a Mickey stocking.
We like Disney. We like Disney.
But we went to Disney. Our friend Brett works down there, and he invited us to go to the preview, the cast preview for the Tron ride, which was so fun. We had heard about it being in Shanghai, and we were excited when they were bringing it over, and then COVID happened, so that kind of delayed the process. But we got to go on a cast preview, so it wasn't even open yet, and we got to go on it like 3 or 4 times that morning, and it was so fun. It's so fast.
It's shorter than most Disney roller coasters.
Sure.
It's like, I think it's like 60 seconds or 90 seconds compared to the normal rides that are like 2 minutes, but it's also their fastest roller coaster, so I feel like it balances out, and it's fun.
And it'll like blast off. I don't know what to call it. It's exhilarating.
I think it's like 0 to 60 in like 3 seconds or something like that. And it like...
Then you have the keys.
Shut up and drive?
Shut up and try.
Boo. Right after that, I was in Something Rotten, and I got to play one of my dream roles of William Shakespeare. I was actually cast as the Shakespeare understudy on the Broadway National Tour, but I broke my ankle the day of that offer, so I did not get to go on tour with Something Rotten back many years ago. However, I got to play the role of Shakespeare in early March, and that was so fun. And right after we opened, Disney invited us back to celebrate the Tron opening.
Wait, going back, I got to see him in Something Rotten, and he was so good in it. He was so funny. His voice sounded beautiful. And okay, now go on to Tron.
Thank you.
It was just fun to see him and support, because I hadn't seen him perform in a second, so it was fun to see him perform again.
You're so sweet. I love you, handsome. So yeah, that was
Back to
fun.
Tron.
And then we got invited to go to Tron. So thank you so much, Disney Parks, for bringing us down. It was a blast. You can see all of our vlogs about the Tron experience. Yeah. We met the Bingham family. We met some amazing other influencers and had the best time. And the best part of that whole thing, I think, other than meeting our friends, the Binghams, and other Instagram.
Yeah, we got to do like a bunch of dance collabs with like Kent and Molly, both on So You Think You Can Dance, fun things. And we got to like reconnect with people that have been on previous Disney trips with us.
And we got asked to do a flash mob with High School Musical cast members in front of the castle at Disney World. And that blew up on TikTok and got like millions of views. Yeah. You also did a video.
What did I do?
Drinking around the world at Epcot using the Miss Universe country announcements. Yeah. So Clay edited this video, and we'll show a clip of it here.
Mexico! Norway! China! Germany! Italy! USA! Japan! Canada!
And that video has like 3 million views or something on Instagram, and it's big on all the platforms, so that was a good video. But the best part, other than everything we just talked about, I would say, was the Tron opening party. They threw a huge pre-party and then a big party. Again, watch the vlog, it's amazing.
So they actually closed off a part of the park while it was still open, and it was just open to us. So this whole section, usually with like hundreds of people, thousands of people probably, was just for the like 100 of us. It was so cool.
And like the press was there, and a couple celebrities other than us. No, it was really cool though. And it was not a dry park. Most of the time you can't drink at Magic Kingdom.
Right.
But they had all the party drinks going, and we got to ride at night for the first time, and that was really special. And that, I think, made me a bigger fan of the ride going on at night. So if you get to ride Tron at Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida, then definitely try to go at night, because that's when
it goes outside and the lights, it just looks so cool.
It's a great time. So that was a really big highlight of our March for sure. Yeah. We're only on March. What a year we've had.
And at the very end of March, we actually got to film a Samsung commercial.
And guess what? It got canned, and they're not using it, but we got to film it. It was so much fun.
And we got to be a part of writing it.
Yeah, storyboarding, and
it was really fun to
cool.
be a part of. We got to go to the Samsung headquarters and look at all their equipment and
but to be clear, gadgets. It did not get canceled because we were bad. Thankfully. Whew. It was a whole campaign with us and a couple other influencers that were all filmed separately on different days. And it was canned for internal reasons. It got shifted from a commercial to being on the displays of Samsung TVs, and eventually just fell through. They were trying to get it done before their upcoming yearly announcement and party that they have, and it was just filmed too close to time. So bummed out for sure. I was gonna say bummer, and yeah, so bummed out, but it was fun to get that experience, and the check's still clear, so thanks Samsung. And we hope to work with Samsung again in the future, because we had it.
For sure.
We had a good time.
But we actually haven't talked about that at all.
It's a buzzing on, floating fuzz.
Did you get it?
Oh, actually, did you see it?
No.
I saw it catch some light.
No, I saw that while your hand was closed.
I don't think so. I don't think. Oh, who invited you to a party at the end of March?
The Jonas Brothers.
Excuse me? Not
The
one,
Joe
not
Bros.
two, but all three Joe Bros. I was so jealous.
I got to go and celebrate their, they did a week on Broadway.
Yeah.
It was each of their albums in a different night. And it was kind of like their opening night party. They invited a bunch of people in Broadway shows. And so the cast of Mulan Rouge got to come along. It is actually one of the Jonas Brothers assistants texted me and was like, hey, will you invite the cast of Mulan Rouge?
Excuse me? How'd they get your number?
I don't know. I'm pretty cool, I guess.
I guess you are.
I have Joe's number now. Or maybe Nick's too.
Maybe Nick.
Yeah.
I'll take Nick if you want to take Joe. But I was away doing something rotten, so I missed out on that. I was so bummed, but really excited for you.
Yep. Moving on to April, I started to do silly videos at Mulan Rouge. That was the first. I did one in December the previous year of a Home Alone little thing.
You need to post that again because
Oh, I
it's Christmas
should.
time. You need to post it today. Saying it out loud. We're putting it on our to-do list right now.
Done. But I did this Where's My Nini video. It was a soundbite from Toddlers and Tiaras forever ago. And I was like, I feel like I can make a funny video out of this, and I did. And
especially because there's a character in Mulan Rouge that's named Nini,
Right.
so it made a lot of sense. And your Nini actress, Jessica Golden, was
About
getting ready
to
to
leave.
leave, so it was about wanting your Nini to stay. It was really cute. It was really fun. It was the start of something big, and if you actually
sure.
have seen our YouTube shorts, we've uploaded, I think, almost all of them to our YouTube shorts. So if you've seen any funny Mulan Rouge, lip sync content from Clay's Broadway show, Mulan Rouge, then it's all, this guy's genius. He's so smart. He's like, you're so creative, and he thinks of all of them, and I think he should be running their social media account. That's just what I think. But because they're brilliant, and all the videos do really well. You've gotten JoJo to be a part. Well, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but they've been really successful videos.
Yeah, well, kind of segueing from there, when I was posting these videos, we were about to get JoJo joining our company, and I remember
JoJo
being,
as in, boom, get up right now.
Yes.
The end of you.
I think everybody
and
knows
me.
who JoJo
In
is.
case you didn't.
I actually remember being at our friend Greg's birthday party, and we were standing with our friend Shayla, and I got a notification on my phone that was like, JoJo started following you. And then JoJo commented on this video, and JoJo commented on this video, and liked this video, and I was like, it's happening. And one of the comments, she was like, we have to make a video together, and I was like, say less. So when Joe joined the cast, we planned out these videos.
When Joe joined the cast.
We planned out these videos to dance moms because there was somebody named JoJo Siwa, so we were playing on that bit, and that was a lot of fun to get to one, become friends with JoJo, and two, to create silly content with her. It was a lot of fun, and to get the cast involved and just make silly videos and make the time go backstage while we're in between scenes at the show. It was a lot of fun.
They've been such a highlight of my year, getting to watch you be creative in this way and take charge and make these memories for everybody, and also entertain millions of people doing those. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Thanks.
So around this time, not March, April, but around this time last year, around Christmas time, I took a class that was helping you, visualize what you want to do in your next year and next 5 years, next 10 years. And I realized that my heart was leaning a lot towards directing and choreographing and creating moments for other people to enjoy instead of moments on stage. So I was curious of how I could, dive into all of that in 2023. And I was really successful actually with getting to find opportunities to do that. I reached out to a theater called Flat Rock Playhouse in North Carolina, which I was fortunate enough to go direct their production of Cinderella, based off the Brandy Whitney Houston version. I posted a couple videos related to that on this channel, but that was a blast. We actually got to cast that in the spring, and not to jump ahead too much, but in May and June, I got to go direct this production, and it was so special. I got to cast some friends and some new friends, and it was a really wonderful time. You got to come see us opening weekend, and your family came, and my family came, and it was a special time.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody from Flat Rock. Thanks for having me. It was a wonderful, I've directed before, but this was a wonderful start of the new chapter of directing.
And it was so beautiful. It was such a beautiful show. The cast was amazing. It was so fun to get to see it with my family, spend time with my family, spend time with his family. It was a really great way to kick off the summer together.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to April, Matilda.
We're hopping around. There's just so much to catch you up on and fill you in on.
Matilda celebrated its 10th anniversary from opening on Broadway.
And that's important because
I was in the opening company of it, and so
original Broadway cast right here.
Wow. So that was fun to get to like kind of look back and see like the opening night pictures and videos and stuff from the Tony Awards and recording our cast album and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, yada yada.
Good Morning America. You were on so many cool TV shows.
So many fun things, and it was fun to like relive that in celebrating Matilda's 10-year anniversary.
And the movie just came out like last Christmas. That was a good one too.
Wow. Was that only last Christmas?
We were in this apartment, so I think so.
Crazy.
The Matilda movie's so good. The new one, I love it. In May, I got to bring my best friend from back home, Ron. We've been friends since I was like a freshman in high school, and I think he was like a sophomore, junior. And we got invited to this influencer trip in San Diego. You couldn't go because of Mulan Rouge, so I invited my bestie Ron, and we first went to Disneyland, had like a day or two at Disneyland. It was awesome. We've been friends for so long, and we've never taken like a bestie trip together, so we did that. We were in Disney for 2 days. We got to ride all the rides and see all the shows and meet a friend of his who's a director there at Disney, and that was really cool to talk to him. And then we took a train, I think, we took a bus. We took a bus, not important, but we traveled to San Diego.
Bus, another bus, cloud, train, bus.
And we went to Camp Travel Mom. Travel Mom's a cool influencer lady, and she invited us out there, and it was a great time. We got to meet other influencers and reps from different companies, and it was a really fun trip that culminated in a disco-themed party. Ron nailed the disco look. I kind of look more like an 80s like stripper or go-go dancer. And we had a blast. So thank you, Ron, for coming with me. And it was so much fun. And I hope I get to go to Camp Travel Mom's next trip because it was a good time. But in May, I also started rehearsals for Cinderella. We opened that up in June, and that was wonderful. Came back in June in time to have a Pride party. That was a blast. And after being away from Clay for like 4 weeks, I think it was longer than that with my California trip, piggybacked on. It was so nice to come home to Clay. And we love our apartment, we love our home together, we love our life we built together in New York. So it's always nice to come back home after being away.
Also in June, one of the highlights of our summer was going upstate, and it was in New York, right? Or New Jersey?
It was New York.
We went upstate, and we rented a boat with our friends, and we had like this boat day where we like went on the boat, we had snacks, we had drinks. It was so much fun. It was like just quality time with our friends. Then we got back and we had dinner with each other. It was a lot of fun just listening to awesome music and celebrating the summer with our friends.
It was like a total summer vibe, like from the drinks to the sunglasses till I wore my little sailor captain hat and
the music.
The music, feeling the wind in your hair as you went around. It was so much fun. I really hope that's an annual tradition or something that we do more often because while we are near water, like around the island of Manhattan, we don't often go in that water because it's nasty. So it was fun to get away and go to a nice lake. And we almost crashed into Derek Jeter. We almost crashed. I'm going to leave that. We almost crashed into Derek Jeter's mansion. Not really. Our boat. We had an issue with the boat. His house is fine. Our boat's fine. Moving on. In July, Disney and Michaels, the craft store, flew me out to California for what was supposed to be the premiere of Disney's Haunted Mansion film. Unfortunately, it was right around the time the strike happened. I think it was like 2 days after the strike, so the premiere didn't really happen, but I got to see a screening of the movie, and it was still fun to be flown out by these two companies that I love and get to go, support them was what I was supposed to do, but I got to just go and enjoy the trip, and I was so honored that they chose me to go in the first place, and I hope we get to collaborate more in the future, because I was supposed to walk the red carpet of this Disney premiere film. I had a really cool spooky outfit for like the haunted vibe.
That he made with Michaels.
Yeah, and
so cool. Didn't
get to wear it, or ever wear it. But it's okay. Aww. But it was fun. Still get invited to go.
Yeah,
and
but also, another Disney trip.
Yeah. It was the premiere was at premiere. The turn screening was just at Disneyland, so I got to be in the parks for a day, and that was pretty fun. Oh, but you had a fun thing happen in Mulan Rouge, too. You all celebrated something.
Yes, we celebrated 1,000 shows.
Crazy.
And now we're almost coming up to like 12,000. We're almost coming up to 1,200
It's been a very busy year with lots of shows.
Lots of shows. I mean, it has been, but...
I also got invited to go direct and choreograph a new magic show from Rob Lake. We called it Rob Lake Magic. He's a famous magician that's been on, every talent show. Yeah, America's Got Talent, etc. He's had his own TV specials and stuff. I got to go direct and choreograph his new show. That was at the Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas, and that was the best. I got to rehearse and then go outside and like walk on the beach and bring this awesome world of magic to life on stage for those audiences, and that was really cool. So like that was my second big directing gig of the year. Oh, I forgot! I got to choreograph for New York Fashion Week in February, so that was pretty cool too. So it's been, we're just so excited to tell you all this. We're hopping all over the place. But yeah, so first it was Fashion Week, then it was Cinderella, and now I got to direct and choreograph at the Atlantis in the Bahamas. And if you want to hire me anytime you want me to do anything there, I'll come sweep the floors. I don't care. It was so gorgeous. I had not been to the resort proper. We've been to the water park once when we were on a cruise, but it was so cool to get to do that. Guess what we did? Guess what we did in September? Can you guess? Can you guess where it started?
We went back to Disney. Our friend Adam is a producer and performs in the Disney Princess Party concert. Disney Princess concert?
Disney Princess the concert.
You're right.
And our friend Benjamin is the musical director and arranger.
Yes. So they invited us to come on the cruise with them.
Because they were performing on the Disney Wish.
Yes. So Adam and his boyfriend Raul, Raul choreographed for the show as well a little bit. And so
Adam and Raul know Clay through Mulan Rouge. And they know that we like Disney a lot, so we got to be their guests. We got to meet some fun people on the ship.
We did.
Got to meet Jodie Benson, the original voice of Ariel, who's now like, I wouldn't say like best friend of mine, but we follow each other on social media and we comment, and that's really cool because Jodie Benson is like the Disney princess for me.
She's a Disney legend.
We met the guy who voiced Coco, Miguel and Coco, and we got to meet Brett Iwan and his husband. Brett Iwan is the voice of Mickey Mouse, and a couple other of the voice actors on the ship. It was so fun because you also had a friend from King Kong. You enlisted at King Kong too?
Oh yeah. She's in the Disney Princess concert.
So we got to be on the ship with her for a week.
And before we went on the ship, we had a VIP tour guide at Disney World.
So a Disney tour guide is a little different than a typical tour guide that would walk you around and say like,
this is built here, this architecture is inspired by yada yada.
A Disney tour guide is there to customize your whole experience and give you VIP access to the front of the lines.
So no, we got to walk onto every single ride. We gave our tour guide Tommy like a list of all the rides we wanted to go on, and he was like, we can do this. If we like kind of just like go bam, bam, bam. Or do you want like time to like wander around the parks? I can give you fun facts. We were like, we want to hit as many rides as we can. I think we were on 18 different rides.
In one day.
And some of those we like would get off of Tower of Terror and get back on Tower of Terror.
It was so cool.
It was a lot of rides. It was a lot, but it was so much fun. And like, again, the first time we've ever done that, and we haven't done it since, so I would love to do a million more tours on Disney property because that was epic. Also in September, one of our best friends in the whole wide world got engaged. So our best friend Tiffany was the last person to walk down the aisle at our wedding before the two of us. And she got engaged. She's been with her boyfriend for several years now. And it was so sweet, and we got to celebrate her and have a party for her.
We threw a big surprise party for her, and she was so shocked. We can't show the footage though because she cursed like a sailor when she walked in the front door. But we love you, Tiffany, so much, and we are so happy for you. We can't wait to support you in the rest of your journey with TJ. And so excited for you both.
For sure. Definitely a highlight of the year, for sure.
Absolutely. In late September and into October, I got to direct and choreograph a new production of Disney's Little Mermaid, and it was really cool because the theater space had audience on both sides in Massachusetts, where the theater is. It was like a runway down the middle. And so I got to choreograph not in the round, but kind of, because the audience was all around us on both sides. It was so much fun. I got to cast it out of New York City. Locally there near Boston, students from BOCO, Harvard, local college, Dean College, that was really cool, as well as professionals in the area, and it was so much fun. We brought, I think it was 41 cast members together for that show. Custom cool. Disney puppets I had to create to bring Sebastian, Flounder, and the two eels to life. So if you're doing a production of The Little Mermaid and happy to be watching this, rent them from me because they are top-notch, professional puppets that are totally gorgeous, and that helped bring the show to life too.
For sure.
The cast was amazing. It was really, really one of the most fulfilling things I've done as a director and choreographer. And you saw the show a couple times.
I saw it twice. It was beautiful. I went for opening night, and then I was like, I have to go back. And then I went to closing. And on closing, actually, my family came, and my niece got to see the show, and it was adorable. She's fish, under 2 years old. Well, was at the time, and was like kept pointing and saying like fish, crab. And I mean, it was adorable.
It was so adorable.
and she sat there and watched the whole show. We were like ready for her to like have a breakdown and like need to leave, but she was like mesmerized. And then there were bubbles that came from the ceiling.
Pre-show bubbles. A bubble check, that's all. Bubble check before the show.
And there were jellyfish over her head. She was like...
We were also on the front row, so our feet were like level with the stage. And so we could get out in case she cried or needed to get out. But she felt like she was in the show. I think she was just like, sweet. It was so adorable. That was definitely a highlight of October and of the year. But October brings the spooky season. So
yes, it does.
We had an epic Halloween party.
Yes, we did.
One of our favorite things we do every year. And this year I feel like we took it up a notch. It was super spooky and like haunted in here. Not haunted, but you know, really colorful and exciting. And the costumes, people turned up in costumes. I went full mustache for my Ted Lasso costume.
Full mustache.
I went full, I don't know. I wore a mustache for my Ted Lasso costume.
Wore a mustache?
Okay, I'm not abusive, but I shaved and I had a mustache for my Ted Lasso costume. Nice. You were Jamie Tart from, also from Ted Lasso, and it was just a great time. And then of course, Halloween, the actual day, October 31st, is Clay's birthday. So celebrating with Clay was really fun, as always.
Yeah, another trip to Disney.
Shocker.
As you do. We also, in October, got invited to an event to like celebrate the Disney Treasure and one of their new Haunted Mansion bars on the Disney Treasure. Their
Disney Treasure,
Disney ship that's coming out next year. And that was really fun. We got to like film a kind of commercial for that. And it was just like an epic event with like fun mixed drinks and mocktails and like glow-in-the-dark drinks. And
a big preview of what's to come for that, you know, that bar and the parlor, I guess.
And there were a bunch of other social media influencers there. Neil Patrick Harris was there. It was like a really fun event. It was an honor to be invited. Yeah, and you went between shows. We had like, you know, matinee Mulan Rouge, booked it to this Haunted Mansion parlor event and then back to a show. Yeah. You're a rock star, dude. Nailed it. Now, November kind of came and went really quickly. I don't know how it flew by so quickly, but we had a Friendsgiving, which is what we've come to do for the Thanksgiving holiday. Get friends over and... With having a busy schedule at Mulan Rouge and at every Broadway show, it's hard for some people to get home. And so we've kind of hosted a Friendsgiving the past, I don't know, like
10 years?
10 years. And that's been a lot of fun. Some years my mom has come in to help us cook, but this year we did it by ourselves. And we made turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing and mac and cheese and corn and a million things. We had friends come and bring things as well that they made. And that was a lot of fun to just get to celebrate with friends and make new kind of traditions and memories with each other. Yeah,
and then I guess November wrapped up and went right into December. I feel like we blinked, and it was Thanksgiving, we blinked, and now it was like Christmas time.
Yeah.
But December was jam-packed. I went to choreograph a new production of Christmas Carol at Wolfbane Productions in Virginia, and they're actually running right now. An understudy has to go on for Scrooge, and I found that out earlier. But that show is absolutely stunning. I wish you could see the finished product. I've only seen videos and stuff, but rehearsals were great. The cast is superb, and it's an original script. So that was cool to choreograph the music for an original show, and the direction was superb. So I hope I get to go back to Wolfbane and do more shows in Virginia. That was earlier this month when they were in rehearsals, and we also got to have our big holiday party, and that's one of the highlights of my year. Every year is this Christmas party, but I feel like this year also we kind of went up a notch. It just felt like we all wore like cocktail attire. It was really classy. The company was just amazing. We're so lucky to have the friends that we do, and just kind humans, and multiple people said afterwards that like the best part of the party was talking to the people that were there, because everyone was kind and supportive and sweet, and people just said that we have nice company that we keep around us, and that was meaningful on like a really personal level.
For sure. Definitely one of the things we pride ourselves on is surrounding ourselves with amazing people, and we're very lucky that the people that we surround ourselves with recognize that, and we love that that's a thing that people kind of like know us for, is having like supportive energy around us. Another fun thing we did in December was we had a bunch of friends over and we decorated Christmas cookies.
This was the best day. It was so fun.
And after we decorated Christmas cookies, we went to this restaurant called L&B in Brooklyn.
The pizza.
So good. First of all, we ordered and we were like not even done like filling our water glasses and like putting butter on the little like bread that they gave us, and our food came out. It was like
huge pizza.
A huge like 12 slices of pizza, the Sicilian style. So good. And then after we were stuffed full, we walked around Dyker Heights, which is also in Brooklyn, and it's a neighborhood that has like $2 million homes, and they decorate with lights, and like some of them are like really classy, looking like Home Alone. Some of them have like every inflatable and blow up thing in their yard, and it looks like chaos.
You go to Diker Heights for the lights.
Yes.
Like the lights, it's like not always classy, as you said. Diker lights. So Diker Heights lights are like, there's so many light bulbs in all these houses and homes, and it's, as you said, sometimes classy and sometimes just like Christmas, like vomited and threw up on their house, but it's so colorful and magical, and the neighborhood like kind of shuts down because there's like hot chocolate vendors and like sweet shops and people selling balloons, and it's like an amusement park vibe almost in Brooklyn, and it was really fun to get to go to that with our friends. And I just celebrated a birthday yesterday.
Yeah!
I'm another year older. I don't know what accent that was, but
I don't either.
Okay, but I had a birthday yesterday. I was sadly under the weather, so we didn't do much, but I felt a little better for the second half of the day, and my friend Tiffany came in and we went to dinner during Clay's show. But Clay normally has 2 shows that day, but on the 21st, which is my birthday, because the 21st is so close to Christmas time that they try to pack more shows in on Broadway.
Insert eye roll emoji.
Yeah. Last time off around the holidays is always fun. But you worked really hard at the show, and it worked out this year that you only had 1 show on my birthday, so that was really nice. So we spent the whole day together, even though I slept through most of it because I didn't feel well. But it was really fun. We watched part of the Barbie movie last night.
We didn't.
Because last night was my birthday. But yeah, so December's kind of coming and going also kind of quickly.
Yeah.
So it's Christmas by the time this video is kind of going out. So that's, what a year we've had.
What a year.
What a year!
I can't wait to see this video, like a recreation of this video next year, of like all the cool things we do next year. It's such a fun way to like kind of recap the year.
Yeah. We have a lot of fun things coming up in 2024, and we're hopeful that we get to share all of them with you, so stay tuned.
Also, a lot of you have asked about our journey to becoming dads.
And if you've made it this far, this tidbit is just for you.
Yes. We are not going to give an update quite yet, but things are moving forward. I can't share exactly how, but stay tuned, because in the new year we will hopefully have some big updates for you. So that's
what you get for sticking around to the end of the video. We love you all so much. Your support means so much, whether it's a comment, DM, whatever, or letters to our PO box, or the sweet gifts and cards and birthday things you sent our way. We just can't say thank you enough. Your support really does. It has changed our life, really. It really has. And you all just checking in and saying, hey, we're thinking of you, or hey, we missed the vlogs, or commenting on the social media accounts. And staying up to date with us has been so, I don't know, it's really made our 2023 extra special. We've had a lot of fun adventures this year, but you make those adventures even more special, or make some of those possible by commenting and engaging with us. So companies like Disney say, hey, we want to bring you along to share this with your followers. So when you see our videos and you comment, just know that we appreciate a lot. If you favorite or send it to a friend, it helps us out a lot, and we thank you so much, because it really has made 2023 pretty magical.
Again, like, your support means the world to us, so thank you for making it this far.
Thanks everybody for watching. Happy holidays.
Happy
We love
holidays.
ya.